So good day everyone, good day mother. So for today's video, we will be performing the neonatal bathing return demonstration. So first and foremost, let's prepare all of the materials needed for this procedure. So we have the knees, the clothes of the baby, the towel, the diaper, the mittens, and also the drop light, the bassinet, the water, the soap, and the tub. So before anything else, with the use of thermometer, we will be checking the temperature of the baby, making sure that the baby doesn't have any signs of hypo or hyperthermia. And also, we should make sure that the baby doesn't eat prior to the bathing to prevent any signs of pooping while bathing or vomiting. So with the use of thermometer, we will check the temperature in the baby's axillary. So upon checking, the baby's temperature is 37 degrees, indicating normal findings. So the baby is suitable for bathing. So now I'll be explaining the procedure to the mommy, encouraging her to participate in this procedure. So good afternoon mommy. So for today's procedure, we will be bathing the baby or papaliguan po natin yung bata or yung anak nyo. Okay lang po ba yun? Okay, so you can participate po by just assisting for any materials here, and also this is important to clean the baby, provide the babies a warm environment, and as well as to prevent any signs of infections po, no? So next we will be pouring the water into the tub and adjust the temperature with the use of our or my elbow or the dorsal part of my hand, because this is the most tiniest skin all throughout the body, making it the more sensitive one. So we will be check. So the water is not that cold, it is not also hot, making the water suitable for the baby's bathing. So next we will be undressing the baby. For preparation, so mommy, please take this aside. So now I'll be placing the head of the baby to my non-dominant hand to support the baby and also the body for proper support. Like this. So now I'll be closing the baby's ear with the use of my index finger and also the middle finger to ensure that the water doesn't go to the ears of the baby, preventing infections. So now I'll be wiping the baby's eyes, inner to outer contours, with the use of the different types of or different cotton balls to prevent cross-contamination. So inner to outer contours. This is also to prevent the bacteria from going to the lacrimal duct. So after wiping the eyes of the baby, now we will be dipping our hand to the water so that the face will be washed, preventing that the water doesn't go to the mouth to prevent aspirations or any signs of discomfort. So pwede natin gawin yung 3 methods para hindi pumunta doon sa bunganga ng bata yung water, no? So after washing the face of the baby, we will be wetting the hair of the baby, apply soap, and gently massage the scalp to wash away the excess blood, the excess mucus, and to prevent cradle cups. So i-wet muna natin. And apply soap. And also rinse it. So mommy, can you please handle the towel? So let's dry the hair of the baby. So after washing the hair of the baby, we will be placing the baby into the tub so that the head, the neck, and also the shoulders of the baby is supported by my non-dominant hand together with his trunk and legs to the tub. So after placing the baby, we should wash the neck, the chest, the arms, the legs, and lastly the perineum. So why is the perineum is last? Because it is the most contaminated part of the body ng baby. So, kasi sinusunod natin yung principle ng cleanliest to dirtiest. So, i-wash natin yung neck, the chest, the arm, and also the abdomen, yung singit ng baby, or the groin, and the legs, and lastly, the perineum. So, next step, for washing the back and the buttocks of the baby, we should transfer it to the other side of our hand so that the neck and the chest of the baby is well supported, holding the baby securely. So let's wash the back of the baby, making sure that the baby doesn't have any signs also of skin lesions, rashes, or other abnormality when it comes to skin. So next step is apply again soap, focusing on the skin folds. Why skin folds? Because that is the most moisture all throughout the body. So dun din minsan nag-accumulate yung mga blood, excess vernix caseosa, especially sa mga matatabang baby. And also, i-spread natin all throughout the body. And lastly, i-wash away din natin siya. So, next step is spreading the towel to the flat surface and put the baby and also dry the baby to prevent hypothermia. So, since the towel is ready, let's place the baby and quickly dry it because the baby has a high risk for hypothermia since kaliligo lang ni baby. So mami ha, kailangan after bathing kailangan matuyo agad si baby kasi hindi pa mature ang kanilang thermoregulation po, ha? So mataas po yung risk na lamigin si baby talaga ng super, ha? So after drying the baby, with the use of swab stick, we will be cleaning the umbilical stump, inner to outer circle of the umbilical stump. Again, the principle of cleanliest to dirtiest. So discard. Next, after this procedure, or after the cleaning the umbilical cord, we will be dressing up the baby. So mommy, can you please remove the towel? Thank you. So first and foremost, when it comes to dressing up the baby, we'll be starting in the head. So ilagay na natin yung cup. Next is the diaper. So mami, pwede yung paan sa baby. So mami, nagigets mo ba yung procedure? So that's good. Bitan po ba kayo? So i-diaper na po agad sa baby, ha? So after the diaper, the sleeves of the baby. And also, i-make sure natin yung umbilical stump is nakalabas sa diaper. So since nakalabas na siya, it is defined para din mas matuyo at mas ma-prevent natin yung pagkawiwi nung umbilical cord. So that could prevent a signs of infections. Pwede na natin ilagay itong bitin sa kamay na. So make sure na nakapush yung pants ni baby mami, ha. And yung again mami, yung stump po kailangan nakalabas. Huwag niyo pong kakalimutan. So pagkatapos yung i-dress si baby, pwede na natin siya lagyan agad ng stump or the identification bracelet para hindi mawala si baby, no? Para hindi din siya ma-misidentified ng mga tao sa hospital. So mami, pwede pong paki-ready yung swaddle ni baby. So next is ilalagay natin siya or isaswaddle natin si baby. Okay? So, mami, tuturuan po kayo po ngayon kung paano mag-swaddle. So, first, yung ulo muna po, ha? Ayan. Making sure na hindi nasusuffocate si baby. So, i-fold mo lang to. At itatak mo siya here, mami. Ayan, make sure na nakatak. And this, right, ano naman, kabilang side. Ayun yung excess po dito sa baba, is ikaganyan nyo po, ha? Making sure, at itatak nyo po siya here. So, ito na po si baby, mami. So, last but not the least, or not the least, is we will be placing the baby into the assigned bassinet. So, and also turning it, we will be turning on the drop light, and also we will be checking again his or her temperature. So the temperature of the baby is 37 degrees again, so that could be an indicative for normal findings. So why we are using the drop light, since again kakaligo lang ni baby, meron siya at risk siya for developing a hypothermia, no? So kailangan talaga niya ng extra warm for his or her environment. So now we will be documenting all of the findings. So I'll just documenting the time started and kung kailan tayo natapos. And also, we will documenting the all of the procedure, the skin condition of the baby, and also the mother's participations. And that ends for our return demonstration. Thank you.